Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
I don my robe and wizard hat.
As a reminder, in case you weren't here a few minutes ago, we're playing D&D, specifically 5th edition, although that matters very little. We've got Josh, Jules, Emil, and Masay as the players. I've also got Tom here to mediate between you guys submitting ideas and the game itself. Now, if you donate $10 as a minimum, but you can go to any amount, and I'm not going to say for certain that we will take it into higher consideration, but we will, you actually get to submit ideas and control the flow of the game. It's going to be a good time, and it's also going to be insane. Otherwise, this entire thing is improvised. There's no story. We're not following anything specific. So we really don't know what's going to happen, but we're very excited for it.
No story? You mean we're doing the Paper Mario Sticker Star extension?
Ouch. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and start. I asked you before the break for interesting quirks, and Tom has been going through those, so he's going to hold on to those for just a second, and I'm going to open us up. So our story opens.
What's going on outside? Was that a horse?
I don't know.
I think the horse.
Yeah, there's also ambience, so you guys will hear some ambience about where we are in the story. So that there's not actually a horse outside, just so you're aware.
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah.
I was like,
Someone
where's
brought a
the
horse?
horse?
So as our story opens, we've got, let's see, you guys are halflings, you're elf, and you're
I'm a half elf.
half
Goblin.
Wow.
practically. So as our story opens, we have got a paddy wagon, a jail car, going down this dusty old street. And it's
Thanks, Bethesda.
it's the opening to Skyrim. Inside
I'm from Rorikstead.
are two halflings and an elf. And it's just stopped to pick up a half-elf. And these four adventurers are going down the road. They are arrested. And they're going through this giant metropolis of Colosseum. It's a good sound effect. They're going through the giant metropolis of Colosseum. Dusty streets, huge city, gigantic city.
Is Todd Howard like piloting the?
Yeah, he turned around and said, "I'm the best game designer there
Buy
is."
my game. Keeps.
We're approaching the prison, and as we approach the prison, we are going to use those traits that we're going to use the traits that you guys actually submitted. So, Tom, why don't you give us a trait that Masay is going to have to implement into her character?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Well, Shiva Goddess donated $10, and Masay, you are irrationally afraid of the color brown.
Wow.
Aren't we like in a wagon though?
I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, the wagon is brown.
Oh my god.
So this is actually this is very difficult for you.
Hyperventilating as we go down the road.
Tom, why don't you go ahead and give us a trait that Emil has? You can write these down if you want to remember.
Emil, you have a pet rock that you believe is actually a person. So you will talk to it like it's a person, you think it's talking to you like it's a person.
Essentially a plank.
That was from Ringman77 with a $25 donation.
Does it have a name?
That's my horse.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Tom, go ahead and tell us what Jules is going to have to deal with.
Well, Courier Dan donated $10, and Jules, anytime you would normally say a person's name, you shout it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can just write these down and remember them. And also, Josh has a trait, and what trait is that?
Josh, anytime you see like any sort of like lizard type creature, you're gonna try to seduce it. That came from Lovely Envy, and that was $20.
I have to try to seduce lizards.
Oh yeah.
Shouts to the lusty Argonian maid.
Oh my God. So you guys have written these down. These are now a part of your characters. We're pulling into the prison, getting out, and you guys are going into one giant cell.
What color is the cell?
The cell, thankfully, is gray.
Okay.
There is, however, brown straw on the floor.
Oh my god!
It's more of a tan color.
Okay,
So
that's
maybe,
fine.
so maybe you're
That's
not
fine.
freaking out
That's
just so much.
That's fine.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm
I'm fine,
actually going to
everything's
source some new information from Twitch. Guys, I'm looking for nicknames. They don't have to be for specific people. They can just be, interesting nicknames. Submit $10 donation or more with a nickname. Tom's going to be going over them. And what's going to be fun is that they won't know the nicknames that they're given until they're given them, and they have to explain how they got those nicknames.
Oh, good lord.
So go ahead and work on that as we move forward. Nicknames, please.
I'm gonna keep track of traits as well.
A little bit, but I'd focus on nicknames now.
Okay.
I wish John could be the Canadian.
All right, so as you guys are led into the jail, all of your weapons are taken. Any equipment that may resemble a weapon that they think could be used as a weapon, they remove. They do notice that the one halfling seems to be very obsessed with a rock and is petting it. They decide to let him keep that because there's something going on there and he might need to hold on to that for a bit. So you guys are put into the jail, and you've all been picked up separately. And you decide that maybe it's time, if you're in this predicament together, to tell each other about yourselves. So we're gonna start over here. One thing I'm going to ask you to not include is why you're in jail, because you don't know. So leave that part out of your story. Masay, who are you? Tell your newfound companions.
I'm your worst nightmare. And I know everything about every single one of you.
What number am I thinking of?
You're not thinking of a number, you're thinking of a color, and it's brown!
No good.
And what is your name?
My name is Mittens.
Such a good sound effect.
Mittens?
My name is Mittens.
Like a cat? Okay.
Well, my immersion's broken.
Cool. Gotcha.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, now you have to put the mittens on.
All right. Sure. We can go with that.
At least it's not a yellow electric rat.
Emil, why don't you introduce your character to your fellow companions?
Hi. I am martial arts master Face to Key.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Say that again.
Face to Key.
Face to key?
Feista
Wait.
space Ki. Face to Key.
I wrote down face -2 key.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
I am known among martial arts dojos of the world as the 1634 champion of the Tiger Fist. And and I would also like to introduce you to my best friend. His name is Brock. None of you can have him!
I don't want him.
I don't want him. I'm
Good,
good.
because he's brown.
Wait, what? What? Why is he brown?
Because he's a person.
Good night, everybody. Jules, why don't we move on to your character?
All right, so I'm sitting in a particularly dark shadow of the cell. Kind of don't really care about anybody else, and I just go,
Oh god.
well, if you must know, my name's Methanthor!
Man, I hate to ask.
Sorry. Hang on.
One more
I didn't
time?
quite hear you.
Sorry, my name is Methanthor!
Methinitar.
And that's all you need to know about me.
That's working out brilliantly, that shouting thing.
I also did pick a really confusing name.
If you want to start writing the nicknames on the card.
So,
Okay, well, we'll get there. We'll be there soon.
hi.
Josh, go ahead.
The reason you couldn't finish talking about who you are is not so much because you're dark, but because ding, ding. You just hear dinging from the other side of the cell. Ding, 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 ding. Hi, I'm Barry. My name's Barry. I am the world's most renowned cowbell player.
Well, I haven't heard of them.
Yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Can somebody fact check this? Was the cowbell invented in the what first half century?
Cows needed
Maybe the
bells.
That's true.
1600s.
Yeah.
Emil decided that
Cows needed
it's
bells.
at least 1634. So.
All right.
1634 is exactly
Sure,
what.
cowbells are a thing. Maybe you're the world's most renowned because there are no other.
Exactly. There are no other
Everyone's
ones.
like, what is that?
I
thing?"
was laughed out of every music school ever.
I see. All right. So what we're gonna do now is, do you have?
I've got 2.
You've got 2. All right. Try and source 2 more.
Yep.
And while Tom is doing that, we are going to now source new information from you guys. Give us reasons why someone might be arrested.
Oh, no.
Why?
Oh boy.
We're not doing this, per person per the group. We're doing it.
Why
just,
somebody in general would
just
be
why
arrested.
someone in general might be arrested. Why someone might be thrown into prison. $10 donation minimum. Get those sent in, and Tom will be going through those. I can't wait. I seriously cannot wait to see
Looks like we got something.
what you have.
I've got 3 so far.
Give us one more. It might be.
Oh god.
Like
Who knows?
Exposure to lizards.
Exposure to lizards.
Not paying your YouTube taxes.
Tax fraud.
Got us.
Everybody's on the tax fraud thing. Public nudity.
I've seen that one a few times.
Chugga was robbing a place, but The Rock was the getaway driver.
If you need any questions, just ask me.
Oh, you
Pooping on a school.
Oh my god.
Didn't that
did
happen?
fine.
I think
recently?
that's-
Did it
that's
actually
The
happen?
superintendent.
Which one was
Superintendent.
it?
Pooped in
There was one
public.
that I
Oh,
did.
that was like actual poop. I thought they were like. A
No, it was
No.
Okay, I
He
saw
actually
that-
defecated in
You
the
saw the emoji?
I saw the headline with the emoji, so I thought there
No,
was
it
big
was
emojis
actual.
everywhere.
Keep it face down. Take one and pass it down. I do not know which one you're gonna get.
Oh.
If you need help reading it because my handwriting's awful, just let me know.
Now you guys have had a chance to be introduced in this dark, dingy cell.
So this is an what?
Hold on. You've had a
You
chance.
wrote these, didn't you?
I sourced them from chat, so.
So
I don't understand what mine means.
Yeah. I don't- we'll figure it out.
you've had a chance to introduce yourselves in the cell. While you're sitting there, Mittens walks forward and says, "There's something else you should know about me. I have a nickname, and it was well earned. My nickname is."
My name is Crying Squelcher.
That was from Roselli49 for $25. Crying Squelcher.
They call it that because it's so inaccurate and you're crying after you lose with it.
Oh my god.
And
Stop.
let your companions know how you earned this Crying Squelcher name.
Somebody pooped. And it was brown. And I couldn't handle it.
Yep.
I could not handle it. They squelched.
Yeah, I'm buying it. Okay. Hearing this story rouses within Face-to-Key's heart that he should also tell his story about how he earned his famous nickname.
The spoon.
The spoon was a $10 donation from Captain Falcon, so thank you for that.
And how did you earn this nickname, the Spoon?
In the gardens of my dojo,
Oh no.
we cannot afford a groundskeeper. So I tend to the gardens using only an ordinary kitchen spoon. I became so well known for having just the patience and the perseverance to keep doing it that I earned this nickname. I am so thankful that you came out first about your nickname. Now I know I don't have anything to be embarrassed about.
I don't even have a comeback to that.
Methantar. And we're pronouncing that correctly?
Methanthor. I scream that. Star scream, star, Methanthor. Star scream, star scream.
Methanthor has been sitting quietly in the shadow and hearing about these two fellow companions' stories has brought him to want to share his nickname, which is...
The Fish Wrangler.
The Fish Wrangler.
The Fish Wrangler.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. What was it again?
The Fish Wrangler. That's not a name. It's your nickname. It's a name. Count. Okay. Yeah. The Fish Wrangler. One day in the markets, a man thought he would defame me and my family. So I went for his wares, and they happened to be fish. I wrangled all the fish into the water, and therefore, I am the Fish Wrangler! Not the best name, I admit, but here we are.
I love it. And then finally, Barry, who has been ignoring most of this, sitting in the corner going, has decided to come forward and explain his famous nickname, which is...
They call me JT Fluffernutters.
JT Fluffernutters coming from Yarrow-chan for $25.
They call me JT Fluffernutters because growing up, the only thing I would eat.
Oh no.
The only thing I would eat
Was people named JT.
Oh my.
were Fluffernutter sandwiches. I don't know why I said it so dramatically.
Brock has not introduced themselves with their nickname. I would very much like to draw a nickname for Brock.
Your pet Rock, who has a name, also has a nickname.
Yes, he is known under many titles for his countless achievements.
I could be so mean right now. You have no idea.
Tom, do we have a nickname for Face to Keys Pet Rock Brock?
We
Better not be
could.
Sand.
This is true. The Brock Rock's name is Steve.
$10 from Zero Player 1. A lot of people actually donated for Steve.
Rock the Rock named Steve.
Zero Player 120 is the one
Brock
we chose
the
from
Rock
though.
Steve.
It's for $10.
Rock the Rock Steve.
Rock the Rock Steve.
Great. Good.
I
Glad
am-
that your pet rock has a nickname.
I am Face to Key the Spoon with my pet rock, Rock the Rock Steve.
I have
Oh my
three right
God.
now.
Get one more ready.
Rock the Rock John.
That would be good too.
That would have been good.
All right. Now, as you guys have been having a chance to meet each other in the show, getting a chance to know each other, sorry, I'm very excited about this. The jailer walks up to you and says, "The warden will be in just a second. I think you know what you've done." He walks out of the room. The warden comes in, kind of a bigger guy, hold his pants. He walks up to the bars and says, "You here, boy, come here."
Wouldn't you? I can't. Can I roll to understand?
Put that cowbell down.
Boy.
Come here. The colonel. He's Cajun, by the way.
Okay.
You approach.
Okay. I am approaching you.
I think you know why you've been arrested today.
No, I don't actually, sir.
Oh, I think you'd remember very well. Because was it not you who...
Any of those four?
Oh no!
Oh, that's the donation.
I was like, yeah, no.
What are my charges?
Was it not you who stole the pants off the king
Oh my God.
while he was wearing them?
That was $10 from Fluffy's car horn for stealing the pants off the king.
Did you not think No one would see you.
I didn't think anybody saw me taking the pants off the
You
king.
think you're invisible?
At least not the king. He was asleep. Okay. Wasn't my fault he woke up.
He was asleep.
Might have been. Might have been now that I think about it.
You took his pajamas right off his bum.
Yeah, he was not wearing any underwear. Unfortunate mistake.
Just so you know that you're
Saw
being
the
tried,
road, Jules.
not just for stealing the pants off the king, but seeing his willy, which he does not want anyone to see. He turns over to you. You, with the rock.
Yes. Yes.
Come here. Do you know why you're being tried?
Oh my, whatever I did must have been truly awful if the warden could not keep a straight face.
Seriously, honest to God, just randomly picking people. Second thing in the list. You're being tried and arrested today for bashing someone with a rock.
Bashing someone with a rock was donated by Jay Masters for $10.
Oh my god.
I don't seem to recall. I remember bludgeoning someone to death with another person.
Your little rock friend have anything to say about this?
He's a very bad getaway driver?
Sit back down.
Yes, sir.
And you! Emo boy in the corner!
Emo elf.
Emo elf! Come here.
They called him Elf.
Elf. My favorite Sesame Street character, Elf Mo.
What you did in the market was completely unacceptable. You think that was the place to take off all your clothes? You are being arrested for indecent exposure.
I admit to nothing.
What is it with you guys in clothes?
Sometimes they're just terribly uncomfortable.
Indecent exposure was
You wanted to help
$10.
the king
Was a
like
$10
to
donation from
overthrow the
Candy.
I just like to take clothes off other people, and he
Thank
likes
you very
to take
much.
clothes off himself.
Alright, so I'm a nudist. Jot that one down.
And finally you. One who seems to be so scared of the paddy wagon. Come here.
Yes.
Quit crying about that poop in the corner.
I can't help it.
Do you think that it is okay
Yes.
to smuggle chickens into our beautiful city of Colosseum?
Yes.
You know that smuggling chickens has been outlawed for 5 years.
Smuggling chickens was paraphrased, but that was $10 from Luveltal.
I like chickens. They're good.
Do you? Okay, I'm writing that down.
Stephen will remember that.
I love chicken.
Yeah. Welcome to Telltale.
I love chickens, Eddie.
Well, as you all know,
We get the paperback for the next thing.
Can I say that? Can I say that part of my name and my reason was tied? So after wrangling all of the fish from the merchant, I then stripped all of my clothes and just started screaming people's names.
insane. Come get your fish, Jason! Phil, your order is up. My God. Now, as you know, these crimes are all punishable by death.
Why? How?
We recently had a change in management. Things are going through some
But I gave the
changes.
king back his pants.
But you did see his willy.
It's like, seeing the king's willy is punishable by
Tomorrow morning, you will all be hanged. Good day. And the warden walks out of the room. Now, before I set you guys free to do your thing, I'm going to turn to Twitch for the biggest thing so far, plot thread. Donate $10 or more with a plot thread. Where do you want this to go? Currently, they are in prison. Will they be in prison for the rest? Maybe. But where is this going to go? Give ideas to Tom, and in a very short amount of time, Tom is going to tell us where we're going with this story.
Yes, give me ideas.
I am afraid, as I think we all should be. Okay, so the warden has just left the room. You are all in this cell. The cell itself is made. The cell is stone walls, stone floor, stone ceiling. You've got the very cliche, typical jail bars in front of you. You've got straw lining the floor. There are some dark shadows where our friend Muffin Thor.
Muffin Fort.
Sure.
Muffin Fort. Mathan Thor.
Yeah.
Mathan Thor has been chilling. There's a single window, which also has bars, kind of higher up. And the room itself is pretty small. Leads out into another room and then out to the city outside. Now, as you were sitting there trying to decide what to do, go ahead and give me your passive perceptions because I don't have those.
12.
Is everybody's 12?
I'm 15. I just figured get hers too.
Under senses in the box. 15.
Oh wow. Okay.
We are all wow.
15, 15, and then you guys said 12.
12.
Okie doke. So while you're sitting there, there's not a whole lot going on. You feel defeated that you're inside the cell. One of the things that Mathanthor notices running across the wall, skittering across, is a green lizard. Barry doesn't notice.
Good.
He's chiming away. What would you like to do next?
Drag it and fly away.
Can I eat the
Oh
lizard?
yeah, with my
Can I
turned
eat the
lizard.
lizard?
Can you eat the lizard? Yes. All right. So Mathanthor, who first noticed this lizard, now watches as Mittens rises up from where she was sitting, walks toward the wall, and grasps a lizard off of the wall. And then how is it that you consume this?
I swallow it whole.
Now, from doing this, you witness the fact that
Wait. Hold it. I must play this beautiful creature a tune upon my cowbell. Ding, 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 ding.
Is there a role for performance?
I mean, yeah.
Oh. Wait, hang on.
How good is the song?
It sounds so muted.
Authentic.
Yeah, Josh.
I wish it wasn't empty.
Yeah, Josh. Why don't you go ahead and roll for performance? We'll see how good your song is.
Okay.
You'll have a roll a d20,
Okay.
and then add your performance bonus, which you should have one. You're a bard.
Oh, okay. That's 10.
So 10, and you're adding. It'll say skills, and then performance will be plus something.
Plus 5.
15?
It was
15.
glorious.
That's a pretty I don't know how that sounds exactly, but that's a pretty decent little tune you play.
I don't know how it sounds to a lizard.
I'm so
The
excited.
lizard is briefly swooned, dangling in front of your mouth like, oh snap, I'm gonna die, but this was kind of nice. Are you proceeding with eating that lizard?
Don't eat my sweetheart.
First the chickens, now the lizards.
Fine, I'll toss it
Oh,
over
thank God.
to Barry. Barry can have the lizard.
Barry, are you taking this lizard?
I will take this lizard's hand in marriage.
A little fast there.
What?
Okay.
Lizard's into it.
Dude, it's only a matter of time before the next gecko comes along.
Okay, you're right. I should take my time. I should take a saw. The lizard.
Bestiality, +1.
Roll bestiality check.
I'll take it slow. I'll take it slow with the lizard. But we're dating now.
The warden, who is on the other side of the wall, goes, "What the hell is happening over there?" The faster we can get these guys hanged, the better.
Just hanging. I feel like I wouldn't be interested
Yeah.
in any of this.
Were
Like,
they
hanging
not
out.
before?
I'm fine.
Okay,
guys
because I'm
taking the
okay.
lizard.
Yeah, they're coming out now.
Just as an FYI,
Yeah.
we're in like mid-afternoon.
Okay. We're trying to get out of the jail cell.
Yeah, the
right?
next. Well, you can do whatever you want. You can eat lizards, but the next day you will be hanged.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what we want. So.
Can I like roll like a perception and see if there's any weaknesses in the cell?
Sure.
Anything?
Look at Jules actually being
Actually,
productive.
yeah.
Actually playing the game.
Would that be perception?
Yep.
13.
13. Your passive perception is 15. So, looking just looking around the cell, everything seems like the security there is pretty tight.
Okay.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You do spot the window. You think like there might be something to that. Even though the walls, floors, and ceiling are stone, the bars themselves might have some give to them, but you're not entirely sure.
Can we heckle the warden? Because he's on the other side of the wall.
I actually think that you have a... Do you have a cantrip for that? For a spell? I think you do.
Let me see here. Yes, I do.
Pretty sure the bard's got Vicious Mockery.
I have Vicious Mockery.
I don't remember exactly how that works, but I know it's like
Your
fairly helpful.
handwriting is so good. Look at his handwriting, dude. This looks
Whoa!
That's
Like
Steven.
That's Steven's handwriting.
Oh, no, that is-
This is my handwriting.
Did you say that makes sense?
That's pretty good.
Oh, I knew it wasn't Josh.
No, mine looks like a doctor.
Yeah. You don't actually have to use your spell, but you.
Okay, well,
It's
hang
an-
on,
it's an
hang on.
option.
Looks like my father's.
Well, maybe well, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
So,
that's about mine too.
okay. So I guess I can insult him. I don't understand how this works, but this is my first time ever doing
Sure.
this. But
Just tell me what you want to do, and we'll make it work.
okay. Well, I want to.
So where you guys are, you're in a single room. The cell was in the room. On the other side of a wall is the other room where the warden is. So
Okay.
he can hear you.
Okay.
Stop whistling in there!
Here, warden, 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 warden. Here, warden, warden, warden.
For Christ's sakes! So you get something. You! Bellboy! What do you need?
Let's see, hang on.
Your
Don't move! Wait!
Your
Wait!
mama's so fat.
Don't move! Yo mama so fat, she
She's overweight.
Your mom is so fat, she should check her eating habits.
I am concerned.
Your mama so fat, we are all very concerned for her health and she should see a doctor.
Diabetes and obesity
Wait,
are
is
serious
that-
problems.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
How you know my mama?
Sir,
Run
this is your mother. No, just hold up the lizard.
You think this is some kind of a joke?
Yes.
Do you realize you're gonna be hanged tomorrow morning?
Yes.
And then the joke's gonna be on you.
Okay. I want to steal his key. Can I do that?
Josh.
So where you are right
What?
now,
Ding, ding,
you're
ding,
in front of the bars.
Yes.
On the other side is the guard.
Yes.
The warden, and you're standing up next to the
Yes.
bars. All right. So if you want,
Wait.
If I may interject, you're an excellent pants thief, and that's probably where he's keeping them.
I'm gonna steal his pants. Well, I'm not actually that excellent. I did get arrested.
Do you
for
want
it.
to try?
Okay, well, hang on. I'm gonna distract him with my cowbell. So that's when somebody's gonna have to.
There's no actual plan. It's just they'll come up with a plan.
They'll come up with a plan while I sit over here and play
Okay,
the
I
cowbell.
have a question. Can a halfling fit through the window?
If there was not bars, then
Can I fit through the bar?
no. You're like 3 feet tall. You're not like
Okay.
you're not like a gnome.
Okay. I was hoping.
I'm sorry. I'm just waiting on what your.
My plan was I was just gonna distract him with the cowbell.
You're not going for
Just
the
gonna
keys?
I'm gonna play the cowbell for him.
Can I examine the warden a little bit? What's on this warden?
Why don't you do a
Oh, yeah, that's
perception
your
check?
question. Does he even have the keys?
Yeah.
Before we steal his
14.
pants.
You hear
With
perception.
15.
You hear a jingle.
15 total?
No, 14
Serenade
with
the
15
card.
here.
No, that's passive. You get a perception. It'll be like plus something perception.
This is definitely a cutting plan.
Perception plus 5.
Oh, plus
so
5.
19.
Okay.
So, Mittens, you're watching as your new friend Barry is like, "Hey, Warden."
Ding, 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 ding.
So you're kind of studying the Warden a little bit. He doesn't seem like if there was a chase to happen that he could keep up with you. He's kind of a bigger guy. He kind of wobbles from side to side. You do notice that he does have the keys right on his hip.
Can I roll to steal it?
You're the rogue, right?
Yes.
That's fitting. So how do you want to approach this? Because right now the warden is directly in front of your friend Barry, between the bars. How are you? And you're a little off to the cell, inside the cell. How do you want to approach this?
I'll just walk up and take it. I'm sneaky.
You're also like 2
Do you,
feet
do
tall.
you want to sneak?
Yes, I will sneak.
Okay, roll stealth. See how sneaky you are. Oh
18.
Lord Jesus! Plus what?
Plus,
Stealth.
5.
23. The warden is not sure you're still there. He's watching the cowbell happen. He goes, I thought there were 4 people in here. maybe not. All right. So you're now like approaching. You're standing next to Barry, and the warden is like. So you're gonna attempt to reach through the bars and take the keys.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna roll sleight of hand, which, as a rogue, you should do okay. Oh my Jesus. What's that?
That is 5.
Your feet are a lot better than your hands.
So the warden has no idea you're even there, but all of a sudden he feels someone just grab his hip, like just reach out and grab his hip, nice and good. And he's been focused on this cowbell thing going on. He looks down and says, "What are you doing?"
You're very sexy.
Really?
Yes. You're
Roll
very...
deception.
I knew that was coming.
He's like seduce.
19!
My God.
Wow!
Do you have deception also?
I just need to interrupt you guys
Okay,
here
so
for a
20.
second.
This
We just hit 20K.
Hiker dance in
Hiker
character.
dance.
Did he say monkey dance?
monkey
Hiker
dance. Dance, monkey dance.
Quick dance. Monkey dance.
Cue up the hiker dance.
All right.
All right. Hiker dance.
Warden, sir, if I may show you the dance of my people.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Everybody in the cell stands and prepares hiker dance.
All right.
All good?
All rise for the hiker dance.
Stand. I'll never get back down, but I'll do
What
this.
hand is it?
Let me tell you about my funny bone. We're engaged.
She punched my funny bone.
Thank you.
You punched my funny bone.
So you've just told this warden that that you think he's sexy, and he buys it. He buys it.
Here we go. It relates.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Sure, we might need another plot point soon, but yeah, you can read that one.
Okay, $50 from Raging Redhead. Jailer is a change of heart for a plot point.
Oh my God.
That is convenient.
So you really?
We do need other plot points, by the way. Keep
Yeah,
donating.
keep those coming in.
Minimum $10. Donate for plot points in the campaign.
Yeah, keep those coming in. You really think I'm sexy?
Absolutely. You are a beautiful person.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
So
Bits of brown in it.
it's a shame you're getting hanged tomorrow. Maybe we could, hang out.
I would love to if I were not dying tomorrow, but
Well, maybe, don't piss off the king or anything. Maybe we could hang out tonight. I'll get you back by 6. For your scheduled death tomorrow.
but what if I would like to keep seeing you past tomorrow?
If you don't die, I would die. You get my drift? But, I mean, maybe we could go out on the town for a little bit.
However-
These fools.
What if you've got a substitute?
Substitute.
Uh-oh.
Are there substitutes here that can take our place?
Oh my God.
I mean, for all of you?
Hold up.
Oh, God.
Wait. What?
Where is it? There it is.
I'm scared.
I'm not.
I'm
We
scared.
can work that in
Okay.
with this.
Yep.
Why don't you go ahead and read that? That's a fantastic plot point. We'll go in
All
that
right,
direction.
the direction we're going in this with is lining up brilliantly, by the way. Demented L donated $25 and said they were actually the wrong people. Their doppelgangers are set to be hung instead, and the party will instead go on a pleasant stroll to the lake and for a chance to catch the biggest fish in the land.
So, so we're gonna kind of work that into where we're already heading, and that'll be it.
Substitutes. So, what exactly do you have in mind? We get some other people, put them in here, tell the king, oh, these are the right people, and then you stroll free.
Exactly.
And we get to go on a date.
Multiple.
And you rolled like a 23, so it's like,
Wow! The great thing about this is like, if you don't die, I can see you more than just tomorrow.
Exactly. Now
That's
you're catching
brilliant.
on.
Alright,
boy.
alright, okay, so, we gotta figure this out. I'm gonna let you guys out. You gotta help me find some replacements to put into the jail, okay?
Okay.
I
You gotta
have
find
an
people that
idea.
look just like you. Weirdos who like rocks and things like that. We good?
We just leave the rock behind.
Well, he doesn't know it's a rock. He thinks it's a person. So it's like,
Okay, well.
who's the idiot with a rock? Right, Brock?
so you've convinced the warden. The warden says,
All right, we'll make this happen.
so he undoes the door, opens it up, and says,
We gotta be quick about this. The other jailers come in to see what I'm doing. They'll have my head, and that ain't no good because I like it or not. Shall we go?
We're going.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we're all going.
I had a spoon I
Are
was
we all
going
going
to
on
take
the
us out
date?
with.
Group date.
so are you all just going to follow this guy and exit the
Yeah.
the prison?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you guys follow close behind him.
He says, keep close. We need to do this fast. We'll get out into the market, find some people that look like you. We'll get this thing going. Sound good?
I don't trust this guy in the market.
All right. So you guys exit the prison. You're following close behind the warden. He's kind of like playing it stealthy a little bit, make sure that no one really sees what's going on. You enter into the market, and you each need to find a doppelganger
Oh, good
and
lord.
have them arrested.
Okay.
So you look around. It's a bustling marketplace with all sorts of different people. Who do you see that could take your place? Someone who looks like you. Describe them. What are they doing? Because you're
Are we all doing this? Like, are we all like?
you're all now
Okay.
looking for.
Oh, okay.
You're all now looking for people.
I'll roll for perception and see if I find anybody that looks similar to me.
Sure.
Smart.
13 plus 5, that would be 18.
It's pretty good. So Mathanthor, you start eyeing through the crowd, and you actually see another shadowy location in an alley. And there's a guy. He's like listening to, I don't know, Linkin Park.
Okay.
And you approach him. And what do you say to him?
Nothing. Could I roll stealth
Yeah.
to sneak up to him?
Sure.
8.
Okay, so you. And he's like,
Hey, is that Linkin Park? All right. So I stare him straight in the eye. I say, "What's your name?"
My name's McQuillick. I have the same voice as the warden. I'm McQuillick.
Well, McQuillick.
Jesus.
I'm really sorry about this. Okay, so what I'm about to do, and
Sure.
please tell me what I need to do.
sure.
I'm going to take all of his clothes off by force, and then push,
What is it with you and clothes?
and then push him out into the market so that everybody sees him.
That's great. So what I'm going to have you do is do grapple.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a d20, and I'm going to roll a d20. And whoever rolls higher, the other person, you can grapple him if so.
Okay.
What'd you get?
7.
5.
Okay.
So you managed to grapple him.
Okay.
And you're kind of covering his mouth because he's like, "Who is this dude? What's going on? I'm really freaking out." And you're gonna rip his clothes off.
Yes.
Okay, just roll a rip
Wow.
clothes off check with another d20. I'm gonna give you +3 on it.
14, so that'd be a 17.
That's great. You rip his clothes right off. This dude was chilling like in an alley. All of a sudden, some guy came up, ripped all his clothes off. He is not having a good day. So are you just gonna like kind of throw him out into the?
Push him out into the market.
All right. So he gets thrown. All of a sudden, the people see this guy stumbling forward. He's nude. He's Willie's hanging out now. Call the guards. Guards. So all of a sudden, the guards come and pick this guy up. And the warden's like, all right, well, that takes care of that. All right, good job. Excellent work. Did you guys find anyone in the market that might be a suitable spot?
Can I also, I'm going to roll perception to see if I see anybody that looks like me also?
Sure.
Okay, well, we're going to start there.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay. That's, oh god. 14?
So you see some people that like, they're not real close to you because you're a half elf.
Yeah, that's right.
So you don't see anyone that's
I just have to...
like real close to you, but someone that could like pass in a certain light.
I just have to teach them how to play the cowbell.
And there's already a lot of craziness. They're a little distracted because there's like a nude guy getting hauled off to jail, and they're like, dude, what's going on? There was a nude guy here earlier. Like, why does this keep happening? What the hell is wrong with this city? So, what are you gonna do while the craziness is happening?
So,
In the chat was like,
man. So, oh god.
Cause what you gotta do is you gotta find a way to get this guy arrested, or just try to get him to the warden with force or something while he can't scream what's going on.
Okay. So, so everybody's distracted by this.
The entire market, you got like 100 people there, and it's madness right now.
Okay, well, at least you created a distraction, so that's good.
Yeah.
I want to.
And you guys also be thinking about what it is you want to.
yeah.
Do you want to just try and subdue them? Do you want to?
I do have a. Yeah, let's. Can I? Do I have? Let me see. I don't have any.
Or try to lure them with the cowbell?
Lure them with the cowbell. I was thinking I was actually going to try to get their attention.
Right. Sure.
And lure them.
Do you want to just go up and talk to them?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go over and talk to them. Why not?
Okay, so there's all these people running around screaming. There's a nude guy being hauled off by 4 guards. They each have him by a limb. Everyone's starting to calm down a little bit, but everyone's still like, did you see what happened? Did you see that guy? That was crazy. And you walk up to this gentleman. You tap him on the shoulder and you say,
would you like to learn how to play the cowbell?
I'm sorry?
Wait.
No, you said it.
Can I roll to see if they're interested in learning how to play the cowbell?
Do you want to intimidate them into playing the cowbell? Sure. Like
Yes.
you're approaching
Yes.
angrily.
Yes.
All right.
and
Well,
okay. Yes. Okay. No. I
Okay.
will intimidate them into playing the cowbell.
so
Because that's all I need. All I need is because they don't quite like me. But if they play the cowbell, they know that's me.
Sure. There's
Sure.
a bunch of nude people.
Okay. And then I have to.
Or the nude guy's being hauled off. Yeah. Roll intimidation.
Okay. Let's do that.
D20 plus your
I have
intimidation.
another idea.
Sure.
18, which is.
Plus, do you have intimidation? You might not. You're a bard. You're not very intimidating.
No. I do not.
Okay, so 18.
18 is still pretty.
But that's still pretty good. So the guy is standing there. You approach him and tap him on the shoulder, and you say very angrily, "Do you want to learn how to play the cowbell?"
And I just thrust the cowbell into his hands.
And the dude
And he's like stunned.
The dude is so taken aback. And then he stares at you. He's looking you in the face and he says, "Wait, mister, you sure look familiar. Wait a minute.
No.
I know you.
No.
You're the most renowned cowbell player in the entire world. You're the legendary Barry. Legendary Barry, that's what they always called you on stage. Oh my god, this has been such a strange day. 2 new people in the market, and now the world's most renowned cowbell player is right here in front of me. Barry, I'd love to.
Yes, I will take him under my wing. But first, in order for me to take him under my wing, he has to serve my sentence for me in jail.
So you're gonna tell him
Yes, he has to serve my sentence in order for me to teach him. He
Barry-
doesn't. He doesn't know about the hanging though, so don't tell him.
Barry, why? What happened? What went wrong?
I tried to.
Well, I can tell you what went wrong,
God.
actually.
Oh.
So $10 from One More Thing.
One more thing.
Yep. So the king who Josh stole pants from was actually having an affair with him, and the king is actually a very handsome lizard folk.
Oh!
Whoa, sorry. So the king is a lizard.
Oh my God! No!
And the king didn't want this sordid affair to come out, so he had Josh sentenced to death for stealing his pants.
So what we thought was that he stole the pants from the lizard, but that was just a cover-up.
I mean, technically he did.
Yeah, but what actually happened was you were having an affair, and the king didn't want that to get out. So are you gonna tell that to your friend?
Well,
He's asked you what happened, so you either have to tell the truth or you have to roll deception no matter what. But depending on how good you make the deception, maybe the check will be a little lower.
my love for the
You also
the lizard.
you also got a little lizard like in your pocket right now, so he's like, what is that?
Lizard's like, what the hell?
Well, give me more of that cowbell, man.
My love, the Lizard King, betrayed me, betrayed my trust, and threw me in jail for trying to.
So you're
time to bed him.
So you're telling the guy the truth.
Yes, I'm telling the guy the truth.
So King.
Oh
my goodness. You and King Lizzie? I never would have guessed. Okay, how long is the sentence for? I do love your work, Barry.
Oh, it's only a week.
Do you want to tell him it's just a day because it's?
That's what I was hoping you would say.
Oh, you're right. It is. Yeah. It's
Then you
only
would
a
have to roll
day.
deception for that.
Yeah, it's 1 day. 1 day sentence.
I'm not gonna make you roll deception. That's not technically a lie. Okay. Sure. And then you'll train me.
Yes, and then I will train you.
Okay, sounds great. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be good. All right, so you're set.
Poor guy.
So the warden is over there like, dude, this is messed up. So then you guys, whether you...
All right, I want to roll.
So roll perception.
All right.
See what you get.
6
Plus...
12?
No, that's your passive.
Sorry, passive perception.
Normal perception would be plus a much smaller number.
Perception.
Should be an alphabetical order too under the skills. Oh, maybe you don't have a bonus?
He doesn't have a bonus.
No.
So just
6.
Just 6.
Just 6.
You find a guy.
Wait, no. It doesn't look like him at all.
You're trying to find a Where did you get rocks?
I asked Tom to leave and get one for him.
It's a scene in the Will Ferrell movie where he's like, Brick, where did you get a harpoon?
Oh my god.
Anchorman.
Oh, yeah.
Trident.
Where'd you get a trident?
Brick, where'd you get the trident?
That's about a 6, I would say. 6 for perception.
That's taken care of. You're good. So Steve is covered. Ain't no one gonna recognize because it's a rock. So you're looking in the crowd now for a replacement. You rolled a 6 on that.
Okay.
So you find someone who, let's be honest, everyone else is gonna be like, that doesn't look anything like you, man.
That was a roll for Brock, though.
You want to do a separate roll?
Yes.
I'll let you do a separate roll.
Okay.
And I hope it's less.
17.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So
Doesn't take anything seriously.
okay. Thanks. Whenever I get into that,
Yep.
you can read that. All right. So you spot a guy, another halfling. So it's with a 17, it's going to work out. You approach this, or how do you want to approach this guy? What do you want to do to get this guy arrested?
Can I interject real quick that
Sure.
I just saw someone in chat saying that they wouldn't mind the rock sign by Chugga. As like a
As a prize.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This thing really has a lot of bacteria on it.
You can always scrub it down.
Wash it and then sign it.
Bleach.
Anyway,
So
sorry.
how do you want to approach this dude? So you're gonna walk up to him and just kind of.
Hey, buddy.
All right. So it's another halfling. He turns around and goes, "What?"
I wish to teach you all that I know in the art of the Tiger Fist.
And you're also famous, right?
Yes, I am very well known.
I'm gonna roll to see if the guy recognizes you. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. This dude he's decked out in martial arts gear. So he turns around and he goes, "Face to key?"
Why, yes, that is I.
Sorry, I just watched some dude meet another legendary guy named Barry. This is the weirdest day ever.
He's wearing like a face to key like.
He's got a basically patch.
He's got a t-shirt on over his martial guard.
It's like looking in the mirror. Your face is like on the guy's shirt.
And it just so happens to be also a key.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say to this guy?
Oh,
I'm mad.
not many people have ever mastered the art of the Tiger Fist.
I've been working on it, man. I got a lot to go.
You have. you know that they outlawed it in 1635.
Yeah, man. I'm trying not to let anyone see it.
Because a lot of laws are flipping around and everything lately.
Yeah, I hear lately in Colosseum you can get hanged for basically anything. It's a wild place. You gotta be careful out here.
Oh yes, just $10 can buy an execution these days.
$10 to see one of them executed.
Help out, Director Leave.
Okay. So what is it you want to? Where do you want to go with this? And this guy?
Just between you and me, do you want to show me what you've been working on?
Yeah, man. Maybe we should like go in an alley so people can't see my entire moveset.
Okay.
So you guys go into an alley, no one around. Goes, oh man, face ski, it's a big honor. Okay, so this is what I've been working on. I know my form's a little rusty, but
Officers!
What? So the officers come up and say,
Here, you'll need this.
what are you telling the officers?
This man was practicing the Tiger Fist. I saw him myself.
What? No, I'm not. No, what? No, I don't know what's happening. And the guys look and see his shirt, and it's your face. And they're like, I don't know, man. That's the guy that does the Tiger Fist. Something's not adding up. All right, let's take him. So they haul the guy away. So that's 3 that are taken care of. I'll get yours on the. All right.
Props on the merch game.
Yeah, that was excellent. All right. Are you rolling perception? to see?
Perception.
Sure.
8.
+5.
Lucky 13?
Wait. I have a lucky that lets me reroll abilities.
Reroll if you roll a 1.
Oh, if I
You
roll
have to
one?
roll a 1.
Oh, never mind.
So you
I
have
lied.
13. 13's all right. Again, you're looking at someone who, again, they look a little like you, but they're not a halfling. Like they are considerably taller than you. Not a halfling, but you're like, yeah, I think it'll work. Sure. And I also want to mention that as you're in the marketplace, you're starting to walk forward. A lot of the stalls that are set up, they are made with wood, and wood is a little brown, so you're a little uneasy. And with all of the mayhem, you haven't really noticed, but now you notice I'm going to give you disadvantage on rolls from here on out in the marketplace, just so you're aware. But go ahead.
Okay.
So you see someone who looks vaguely like you, a little taller. How do you want to approach this?
Before you do that, someone in the chat suggested they cut off the doppelganger's legs to make them the same height.
No, I literally was going to say that. I swear to God, that actually popped. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. What do I have to roll for?
Do you have a weapon to do that with, though? Because they took them all
I'll
away.
drape his legs.
You have your weapons.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Because
Oh, yeah.
you escaped.
really
I'll chop
quick.
off his legs.
Yeah.
We are becoming more horrible people with each passing one. Like, I thought I was gonna be the worst, though, but no, you're worse than I.
This city will be
I just
burned
before the
down.
cowbell, all right?
All right, so you see this person.
Chat, confirm this for me. I just want to say I was gonna say no on it, and then they said that, so now I have to do it. I'm gonna
All
chop
right.
off his legs.
So okay, hold on. Just so I can set the scene so you know what's going on.
Okay.
You're in the middle of the marketplace. There are still 100 people around. They're a little frazzled, but the nude person's kind of been carried out at this point. So you're sitting there watching. There's a person who looks a little like you. You haven't approached them. Are you just chopping off their legs?
I'm just gonna sneak up and chop off their legs.
You're gonna sneak.
Yes.
Okay. Roll stealth. You are in a crowd of like 100 people. Ooh. Oh, heaven help you.
6.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
6 plus, you have stealth. 5?
5.
So 11. Okay, so you've seen the person and you're approaching. Everyone knows you're there. Like, it's not like you're being stealthy and no one's put off by it because they're not really paying attention, but like people know you're there. Your presence is felt. So you've approached this person, or which side are you approaching from? Like behind them?
Behind.
Okay. Now what? Are you just gonna? Are you just going for the legs? Like,
I'm hoping that this is like a
Can I-
human child that you're trying to pass off as a half-orc.
Oh my god. Is there anything that I can duck behind or pull them behind?
yeah. I mean, if you wanted to like try and pull them like behind a stall or
I will
something.
pull them behind a stall.
All right. Okay, so you have disadvantage, but they would have disadvantage because you're approaching from behind. So we'll just both roll 1 dice. So you're gonna try and grapple them.
18.
Okay, they had a 10. So you approach from behind, you grab them, and you're gonna like drag them into one of the market stalls. Okay, as a reminder, not real stealthy. So people are like, they're seeing all this crazy stuff happen, but then they turn and they think they see someone like dragging someone behind the stall, and they're kind of concerned. But you're like ducked down behind the stall with this person now. What's your plan? As a reminder, this is all so this warden can get a date.
Yes.
People are losing the limb. So you have them like in a headlock with like down on the ground behind the stall. Where you go from here? Like you can't.
Change of plans. I just had a mental break and I stabbed my own leg.
Because it's brown.
The stall is brown, so I stabbed my own leg.
Okay. I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. That just means that you, for any future roll, if you want to roll 2 dice and take the higher result, you can, because you're playing into one of your own flaws. So that was good. It was good RPing. So you drag this person behind the stall. You have them in a headlock on the ground, and you've taken. What weapon do you have? Like a dagger?
I have
Here.
a short sword and a dagger.
So you're taking a dagger, and the girl thinks that you're gonna kill her, and instead you stab yourself in the leg.
Yes.
So are you also like trying to like cover their mouth so they can't scream?
Yes.
Okay. So you got them down, and they're freaked out. They're laying there. They look over, and you just stab yourself in the leg, and they go. So there's a few people outside that are like, "What is going on?" So they start coming over, and they're
I'm gonna scream that she stabbed my leg.
Roll deception.
12
Plus.
1.
The people didn't see it happen. So, so they come over, and you're like releasing her to make sure it doesn't look like you're. And you're screaming to them, "She stabbed my leg."
She stabbed my leg!
Okay. And so they come over and they look and they go, "Oh my God! Oh, what have you done?" So they seem to believe you. That guards! So the guards come over. And they say, "What's going on over here?"
That's like the sound of them running up.
So the woman,
The guard fanfare.
the woman is super freaked out. Says, "That's not true! That's not true! She stabbed herself! She stabbed herself!" And and the guards say, "That adds up. Yep, I think she did. I definitely think she stabbed herself."
Oh no!
Oh no!
You have a response to that? To the idea that you ducked back and stabbed yourself.
Can
Why would I do that?
Can I roll to confirm her story?
Yeah, you want to like run up and try to
Like
get
I
some
saw
backup?
it and I said, "Hey, that's Roll for deception, yeah.
Yeah, roll a deception check. So are you guys just gonna kind of all come up and try to be like, no, that shit, yeah, we there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
As you were lying, a
that's,
lizard ran by.
That'll be 12.
Jules, Mathanthor, you want to go ahead and roll for that too?
I saw it happen.
The nudist.
Okay.
Deception would be if you're just like trying to run up and say, yeah, no, that was real. That was a thing that
I don't
happened.
have deception, so 12.
Faced Key, you wanna?
You want to chime in on this one?
Can Brock have his own roll again?
The Rock is going to tell the.
Yes.
Wait,
Here,
let the
tell
Rock
him.
speak.
Listen.
You know what? Roll for the Rock.
Okay.
Doesn't the Rock have 0 intelligence?
50! Here, listen. This guy has the real story.
So the roll would actually work.
No, let's do it. So you present. I swear to God, this is a real thing that came in. You present the Rock and say, "Wait, don't arrest her. My Rock has something to say."
No, Brock has something to say.
We also call him Steve. As you hold it up, the Rock starts to shake
Oh my.
and cracks open. Read the donation.
Ed Mario donated $10, saying Brock hatches into a baby dragon that speaks only in puns.
Oh my god.
I will call him Steve.
Everyone around
That's
is
why
like,
you two named
"What the hell is going on?"
But
Do it.
Raging Redhead with the $50, Brock the Rock goes rogue.
So you hold this out. Everyone's gathered around, like, okay, prove her story. Cracks open. It is a baby dragon.
As you know, dragons
Dragons
cannot tell
are.
lies.
Josh, dragons are.
Dragons are.
Lizards.
Lizards.
Oh, wait, hold up, hang on. You saucy baby dragon.
Do you speak Draconic?
Good God, you're bestiality and
Going after
pedophilia.
them
You do it all.
Oh my god.
What are your languages?
Um,
He doesn't speak Draconic.
Yeah, does anyone speak dragon?
I do.
Doesn't
I speak
understand.
Draconic.
You speak Draconian.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to translate for us.
Okay.
So the dragon comes out, stretches its wings,
I speak Draconian.
so you can interpret for your dragon. The dragon comes out. You start speaking in Draconic.
Okay.
And what does the dragon say? Everyone is curious.
The lady stabbed my friend's leg, even though I wasn't born to see it.
Alright, so I'm gonna give it to you because everyone's real freaked out. Because they thought that you were a crazy person, but apparently you're some sort of like dragon hatcher? You've been carrying around dragon eggs. But then, of course, as we learned, Brock the dragon goes rogue. So now the dragon is starting to fly around and is kind of starting to terrorize everybody that's there. The warden has been watching. The warden's been watching all of this and is like, okay, things are getting a little out of hand. I'm a little worried that I'm not gonna get that date.
I think I'm going a little bit too far for this one.
This might be a little late to ask this, but did we get our weapons back?
Yeah, you guys have your weapons back when you
okay.
exited the jail. I'm sorry. So you have your stuff. There's a pun-speaking dragon who's swooping around, starting to nibble on people. Everyone's freaking out. Some guy's like, "Is this related to the nude people? I don't know what's going on." What would your group like to do? You're all gathered together again. Your pet rock is flying up in the air. What is your plan? The warden is a distance from you.
Hey guys, why don't we just go?
Yeah, why don't we just run? Can we just run from the market?
I just stabbed myself in the leg for nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We have.
Well, you can live.
Whose fault is that?
All right, but she is a halfling. So did you want to like try and carry her, or?
What's?
Well, I'm a half elf. And you're a what now?
I'm an elf.
So are you guys gonna like?
Carry
Which one
me!
of us is ribs?
Carry
It's not me.
Okay,
It's like-
I will carry.
It's like when two parents walk on either side of their
roll a
child, like pick
strength
them up by the
check.
hand.
Carry me!
Such a good idea. Runaway guys, exactly.
Roll a strength check too to see if you can help. You can
Okay.
kind of both prop her up.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh!
Interference! I got a 1. And I don't have any strength bonuses.
So you guys are like, all right, let's get out of here. And you're like, please carry me. Like, okay, so you get up onto one of your shoulders, Pathanthor's, and Barry's like, I got the other leg.
Please let me help.
And grabs the leg and throws you, and you topple onto the ground. You feel like you've broken an arm. So you're stabbed in the leg, and your arm's like, oh my god!
And the dragon shouts from above, have a nice trip.
No. Things are not looking great, but you can still attempt to hobble out if you're so inclined, or to get into an alley away from people, just enough to get things situated a little bit.
I mean, how much time do we have here? Like, people are distracted. Do we have time to try again?
You can try. I'll let you try one more time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna help this time.
Mathantor says, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I got this." Just picks you up and just like bam grabs someone and slams them to the other side. Just boom. So you're laying like face down in the dirt. Your HP drops to 0. You are unconscious.
Wait, hang on. Oh my god, hang on. Can I heal her?
I have healing abilities.
I also have healing abilities. Hang on. I'm gonna...
You're not dead. 0 HP in D&D 5th does not mean you're dead. It means you are unconscious. It means you're bleeding out.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm gonna use
Negative
my
5 or
healing
negative
word,
10
which,
Negative your HP.
Oh, okay.
God.
You can also do, if you want to stabilize her, you can just do a medicine check.
A medicine check?
Yeah, do you have medicine?
It's under skills.
It'd be under skill like all the other ones.
No.
Well, you can try. It's I'll just tell you, it's a DC 10.
I
If
got
you can
a
roll a
good
10, you can
medicine.
stabilize her.
I got a good
Okay,
medicine.
alright. Is it 10?
No, you roll a D20 and you try to get a 10.
Oh, I try to get it.
Yes, you try to get a 10.
50% chance.
That's medicine check. Stabilization.
Oh, okay. That's a 4.
I think I can do it!
Your phone!
Just punch her right in the face. I don't know, take me
I'm
over!
dying in my phone.
Emil, you said you had a medicine skill?
I got +4 medicine.
Okay.
I should really try.
So, yeah, you were giving it a shot, just kind of punching her in your face. You're like, I think this works, I don't know how it works.
Emil's character just shoves Josh's out of the way.
Let me show you how it's done.
I'm trying to help!
19!
Oh, man.
Wow.
Clear! Boom! Welcome back to the world. You have 1 HP.
Oh my god.
Your leg feels a little bit better. You feel like you're not going to be at full capacity, but you could get out of here now.
Okay.
So you guys going to try and get into like just run somewhere?
Weren't we headed for a lake with fish or something?
You were headed for, okay, so you haven't really gotten to that point, but now that we'll say you move into an alley,
Okay.
and you've decided.
And the warden is with us.
Is the word?
Are you trying to
Do you
escape
want
the
to
warden?
escape him? Because
Yeah.
he can't catch you.
Right, that's true. We can outrun him.
Yeah.
Stab him in the leg.
All
You
right.
ditch the warden.
Okay, good.
And as you leave the marketplace, he's looking around going, this is a bit of a predicament.
I don't think I'm getting that date.
I don't think I'm getting that date at all.
I think I'm the one who's going behind.
And off in the distance.
I gotta pick me up on that pet rock, so hey, sweet. So you guys get into the alley, and you're gonna you'll come up with some plot reason as to why you want to go to the lake and get fish.
I'm already good.
So you just tell everyone how good fish are.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Anybody down to wrangle some fish? Because I sure am.
Excuse me, but I am dying.
Get you some fish, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Maybe the fish will help.
Yeah.
You feel better. Your leg, you feel better.
Rub some fish on there.
Still flying above, the dragon goes, hey, I guess you got better in the intermittence,
Let's see.
and you want to get away.
Let's go fishing.
So the 4 of you decide that you're gonna go fishing
Yeah. Why are we fishing again?
because
She wants to get away from the puns.
Because
already
Twitch
walking.
wanted us to go fishing
Yeah.
after we escaped jail?
No, she wants to get away from the puns.
that was a rough day.
Is
I
that-
need to take a break and
Alright,
fish.
let's take a load off at the lake, I guess.
All right, you've all just met, but yeah, we'll go fishing together. All right, so you're going to attempt to make your way out of the city. Tom is going to be finding a new plot point to see what happens.
Maybe there's like some sort of magic fish that can heal my leg.
Here, well,
there
can
a
I?
magic
Can I?
fish?
I'm gonna go fishing, and
You want to start bringing demons into this
the
one?
fish that I pull up just so happens to be brown.
Oh my god.
No! Why?
Here, eat this.
Is there another one? That one's good, but that one could get complicated.
Yeah.
Because he knows their thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are going to head towards the lake. You know where the lake is.
Yes.
So you're going to head in that direction towards the city. But in the mayhem, you're also worried that they're going to start figuring out things one by one. Because once they figure out that the doppelgangers are in there and you guys aren't, you're going to be searched for. So how do you want to try and get out of the city? Are you going to be stealthy? Are you just going to like run for it? You're going to take some alternate route?
I feel like that would depend on like how hysteric the marketplace is right now.
Things are not okay.
Well, I figure if it's really loud, we're just gonna run, right? I mean,
well,
like how far away are we from the market to getting out of the city?
Can we set fire to something?
It's a monitor lizard.
Setting fire to stuff is always a good
Talking
idea.
monitor lizard.
Can we check to see if there are any guards blocking us from getting out of the city?
Sure. So like you're gonna head towards the most direct route out of the city.
Yes.
Okay. You don't need to roll perception. Your passive perception will tell you that there's guards around. You don't know if enough time has passed for them to start figuring things out. But
Okay.
you can try and get out of the city regardless.
Okay. Well, I
So
think
you-
we should just leave the city and see what happens.
I
Okay.
agree.
All right. So you guys are starting to head out of the city like as fast as possible. Like everything that went here went straight to hell. It's been a really bad day. We got to get out of here. As you are making your way out of the city, Barry sees a very familiar face round the corner who recognizes him.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sarah donated $10 and said, please have Barry get accosted by his angry ex-wife Brenda, who wants her alimony.
You guys are on your way out, and your ex-wife, who is a lizard, a big monitor lizard, comes around the corner and says, Brenda comes and says, "Is that Barry?"
Nope.
Oh no, you don't.
No, it's not, Brenda.
You're not getting off this easy. She grabs you as hard as she can. She says, "Where have you been? Huh? Where's the money, Barry?"
Okay, first of all, I've been in jail for stealing the king's pants.
Oh, you've been in jail. Everyone's always been in jail. What is that sound?
I'll run and push her off of him. I mean,
Wait. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I
Go for it.
don't know. Like, this is kind of a weird thing. So, like, I don't know if that's what I would do as my character, but I feel like it's just like, all right, we're all in this together. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
I understand. Do a strength check to shove.
Sweet High School Musical reference.
4.
So you go
Very bad
up
reference.
to this giant monitor lizard who's like wearing a fancy sundress and he's choking Barry. His cowbell, ding, 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 ding. And you go, "Hey, that's my friend." And she goes, "Did you just lay a finger on me? Guards!" So she's screaming for the guards who are
Brenda,
watching all of this
crazy,
go
I'm
down.
sorry.
Is that a talking monitor lizard?
Dude, we've seen some serious shit today. Don't worry about it. So they are all kind of approaching from all sides. And you guys are going to have to fight your way out of this one.
Oh God!
Roll initiative.
No!
Oh yeah. Finally some combat.
14.
15 to have a plus.
Well, this is.
I had 11.
All right, so
Dang.
Josh, you had 11.
Yep.
Jules,
1.
Oh
you're
God.
last.
15.
14.
I don't have any.
And then Emil, you had 15.
15.
Yo, can we get some combat music?
You had
14, yeah.
So I thought that was the music. I was like, oh, this must be like a Super Mario RPG remix or something.
You had that right there.
You have 1 HP, by the way.
Can I get heals, please?
And then
That's
Josh,
stupid.
Josh, what was your
Please.
number 11?
Mission Impossible, I think.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
had 11, Josh.
Yeah, I had 11.
And
Oh, there we go.
okay.
Heal me.
It's been like years since I've
I
played
do have a
D&D, and of
healer's
course,
kit.
in
Yeah.
my session, I've had more like crit fails than I ever have.
Well,
So I'm gonna set the scene for you guys because we're using Theater of the Mind and we
Okay.
don't have all the mini stuff. I can lay it out if we absolutely need to, but we'll do our best.
Okay.
So you guys are currently at a crossroads. crossroads of
Intersection.
the four-way intersection, basically. You are all kind of back to back, so you have each other's backs, and you're each looking down a different intersection, right?
Okay.
North, west, east, south. There's a guard in front of each intersection, so you each have like one guard. Next to you, Barry, is Brenda, who has currently got you in a chokehold, and she is pissed.
Oh man.
First up,
Imagine Melinda's arms around his neck.
First up is actually the enemies, not Brenda, but the guards. So let me make sure I got your directions right. I said northwest, east, north, west, south. All right. First up is the north guard. So north guard comes up to you and says, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Comes forward with a short sword and swings at you.
Oh please.
So
Please hit Brenda.
So what I'm gonna stat that I'm gonna need from you guys is your
Armor class?
your your armor class, which should be right at the top.
In the box.
So I'm gonna throw out a number for the people that haven't played, like Josh, and if the number meets or exceeds it, then that's gonna hit you.
Okay.
17.
15.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How much armor does Brenda give?
Wait.
Can I use her as a shield? Can I use her as a shield?
With what the guard rolled, it's a pretty direct hit for you.
Damn.
So he's coming at you with a short sword. Now you did not give me a D4.
I'm sorry.
Just a D4. Doesn't have to be a yellow one. But I like yellow.
And out of this bag.
This guy's coming at you real hard. Jesus.
Never mind, do you want D4?
Am I just gonna be dead there now?
I think you just
Here.
exploded.
Stabs you real hard.
Okay.
6 damage.
Whoa.
That's a lot for a D&D 5th level 1
Here's
character.
the yellow one.
It's a
Yeah.
shame because she got the D4 after.
Yeah, I mean, I'm considering I have 10,
Yeah, you got 4 now.
10 HP. I have 4 HP left.
So just mark down,
real hard.
mark down 4, whatever.
I just got penetrated real hard by that sword.
Oh.
Dooch. Next up, we've
What?
got the guard to the
Just
west,
saying what happened.
who approaches you, and he's going to stay far away from where he is.
Okay.
He pulls out his bow and says, "Don't move a muscle." So he's just got you in his sights.
Okay.
So he's kind of preparing to react.
He's got a pre. Okay.
Then we've got the guard to the east, who comes up to you and says, "Wait a minute. Aren't you that Tiger guy?" Uh-huh.
Oh.
What's going on here? This is all so interesting. Did you see what was going on in the market earlier?
Oh no. He starts to have a conversation with you. Battle's still ongoing.
Yes.
On to your guard.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Your guard sees that you are visibly bleeding. It says, "I got this criminal," runs up and tries to grapple you. You're going to have to roll disadvantage, so you roll 2 d20s and take the least result.
Oh god.
That's never a good sign when the DM rolls.
5 and a 19.
So you take the 5.
Ooh, that's-
As the guard is approaching you, he trips on his own feet.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Oh god!" and lands and cracks his head right in front of you. He's still alive.
Thank goodness he's alive.
Cracks his head right in front of you, but otherwise is still okay. Next up in initiative order is, or should I say,
Spoon.
Fiesta Key?
Spoon.
Fiesta key.
Face to key.
Face to key spoon.
Fiesta
I like
key.
Fiesta.
All right, Fiesta Key, it is your turn. There's some stuff going on around you, but otherwise, this guard in front of you seems to be like a little more like starstruck, like, "Oh my god, look at you! What are you doing here? This is crazy." How do you respond?
Oh, well, always nice to meet a fellow student of the fist.
Well, I'm not a student of the fist, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's outlawed, but like, I was always a fan of your work.
Oh, yes. I unfortunately had to retire after the competitions were discontinued.
Oh, yeah, I understand. So I'm gonna count all of that talking as like a bonus action. Do you want to do anything related to combat?
I want to be like, don't mind me, I'm just going to use my med kit and heal her.
Okay.
Because I have a med kit and I have +4 medicine.
Okay, so you're going to just use a mid kit.
Yeah.
All right.
Use that up on her.
Yeah, I'll treat that like a. You'll be good. All right, so go ahead and use your med kit.
This is some prime
2
mid-
plus
mid-kit music.
6.
Plus 6. So you apply a great deal of.
Brought down divine retribution.
So like you have like a little potion and like you're not doing a good job of like getting it in her mouth, but you're like here and you're just kind of dangling.
Just kind of pouring it over her.
She gets some of it.
She gets a little in her mouth.
So I'm gonna let you recover 4 health. So you. Can
I just wanted her to not have 1 HP, and if I could
Sure.
help it.
I have a way out for them in case things get rough.
Or just.
Or just that, yeah.
All right. So. Jesus. All right. So you've chatted with the guard. You've healed your friend there. Next up in initiative order is Brenda. What?
Brenda?
What are you waiting for?
I was gonna see if he could get the guard to help us with the other ones.
Not in one round of combat. No.
No.
So Brenda has still got you by the throat and says, Barry, I'm gonna make you pay!
No.
I'm gonna make you pay one way or another! And she is going to attempt to just one-handed choke. She's a big old monitor lizard.
You know, I'm into
One
that.
Yeah, you're
claw-
into that.
One claw choke slam.
One called. So she's already digging into your neck a little bit, and she's just gonna like pick you up and try to choke slam you down.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna
Try
try
it.
through with my sword.
Well, you're gonna have to contest the grapple. So you first roll a d20. And we're gonna see who rolls higher.
Okay. Jesus. Right, does that count? 3. I'm gonna be dead.
What is it with you guys and not rolling?
Yeah, strength.
I missed the table, to be fair.
So Brenda built. So she don't got any problems just breaking you down.
I'm not doing too great.
You're not doing so hot. I'm gonna make you take 4 damage from that.
Ooh, you're down.
Okay, I'm down.
You're down. So
Yeah.
she just knocked you out.
She went boom, and I lights out.
She's like, oh Barry, we're gonna have some fun now, aren't we?
Oh no!
You're fighting
no.
against the guards.
Just like the
their ex-wife
honeymoon.
is the greatest enemy.
So next up in initiative order we have Mittens.
Okay, so let me double check on the situation that he's in.
Sure. Right now he's out. And there's a giant monitor lizard wearing a very pretty pink sundress on top of him, like, ha ha ha!
Pink dress.
What do you want to do?
I will take aim at the monitor lizard.
Oh, so you're going to go after Brenda.
I'll go after Brenda.
Okay, you have a bow or do you have a
I
sword?
have a short bow.
Okay, so you've got a little bit more life in you now that you've had this potion, so you're going to just turn around and just try and take aim with the short bow now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll. That's a d20 plus whatever it will say. Plus 5. So roll d20 and add 5. You get to power up.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! What?
Wait, I have lucky!
New dice.
You do have lucky.
I have
She's a
lucky.
halfling. She has halfling.
1.
A second.
Oh no, oh no.
It's an 11.
11. I had a 1 in it.
Okay, and you add 5, so that's a 16. So you are going to hit. So roll your damage roll. So whatever it says for you to roll for damage, it'll be on the same line.
1d6 plus 3.
Okay. So plus 3, so 7. Okay.
Piercing damage.
Sure. So you take aim, and she's like got Barry down on the ground, and all of a sudden, and she goes, "Ah! Oh my God! I'm coming after you next!"
Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
Brenda's so pissed. After Massey is Josh. Barry.
Unconscious on the ground.
You're unconscious. So what happens now, because you are at 0, you are going to perform what is a death saving throw. This determines whether you live or die. So roll a d20 and we'll see what happens.
Good.
It's going to be a fun ending.
14.
Okay. So you get 1 success. That's 1 success. You have to get the 3 successes in order to stabilize. So that was your turn. You're just...
Through sheer force of will, you stabilize.
all right, then we move
To the great cowbell in the sky.
the person who rolled a 1, and that is Mathanthor.
I guess I will equip my longbow
Sure.
and I guess I'll take a shot at the guy in front of me.
The guy who is
Yeah, so he's got a ready action.
He does.
So, would I do anything to? Could I like roll a saving throw to dodge? Okay.
I'll let you. So when you're gonna pick up the bow. So as you pick up the bow,
Yep.
he's going for it.
Okay.
So you need to go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
14 plus 5, 19.
Okay. So he's already a little shaky because things are like, what is going on? So he's like, so he takes aim and you just whoosh, quickly roll out of the way, and you have your bow ready.
All right.
Go ahead and take a shot.
All right. So rolling a hit is what do I? That's plus dex.
No, well, plus whatever it has on your weapon. It'll be there, plus attack.
Oh, plus it's a hit. And it's a 9. Or no, 11.
Okay, so you go for 11. You pull back, you take aim. He's a little shaky. You're a little shaky. You can't quite hit him. Kind of zooms past him. But he's like, oh, dude, this guy can dodge. That ain't good. I didn't know he could move.
Yeah.
We come back up to the top with the enemies. What's our stopping point, by the way? Breaking fourth wall. Do we have to? Do we go to 2?
What's that?
I'm just asking how much time we have left.
15 minutes.
Okay. Cool. Got it. So now we go back up to the top.
Bring the.
We will
Okay.
pretty soon. That's happening. That's great. So back up to the cheery enemies. We're going to start at the one. There was a guard that was standing next to you.
Yes.
He actually is. He's gained fear because he's ever actually seen a giant female monitor lizard beat someone to death, and he actually just wets himself. He's like, "Oh my god! Oh my! What did he do to her? What did he do?" And then he also remembers that he's got to pay some alimony, so he splits because he cannot risk this happening to him. Things are serious. So he's actually just gone. He's left. Not that you care much since you're dying.
Out, yeah.
Next up, we've got the one that just narrowly missed an arrow from Methanthor, and he's a little freaked out by that. But he decides that maybe arrow isn't the way to go, so he's actually going to charge up to you with his short sword.
Okay. How close is he?
He's like 10, 15 feet away.
Okay.
So he'll be able to reach you. So he's going to run forward, pull out his sword, and he's going to take an attack roll at you.
All right.
16.
Ouch.
Okay. So he comes forward and he gives you a good, solid 4 damage.
What? Stab me through the heart.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. They don't mess around, man.
It's not.
I think everyone's just a little on edge because of this whole lizard thing. Once I saw that lizard get in, they're like, these guys must need to die because she wants them dead. We gotta figure this out.
We're on her team.
Ain't nobody pissing off Brenda. So after that, we go over to the East Guard, which is currently standing in front of Feisty. And he's still kind of chatting with you. What do you want to do? Oh wait, no, it's a guard's turn. I was like, what do you want to do for the guard? So he sees what's going on, and he says, "Dude, what's up with the lizard? Like, I'm just trying to, I'm new here, and I'm not really sure. Is this like a common occurrence in Colosseum?"
Ex-wife.
Oh my god, dude! And like you're unconscious, but he's talking to you. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I've been there, man. It's cool. I'm sorry." So he's just kind of like letting you do your thing. That's going to be his turn. He's much more interested in just speaking with you. So you're kind of lucking out here. Next up, we've got the guard who is in front of Mittens. And that guard, last round they
Tripped and cracked their
tripped
head.
and cracked their head. So they are going to attempt to regain consciousness. They don't. They really don't. They, in fact, they go, and just blood is like drizzling out.
Oh my god.
And you're like, oh, cool.
I'd like to point out before we continue, Tim walked in front of the camera, held up a Dorito, and now Shattuck's just full of Doritos.
The holy Dorito.
Deus Ex Dorito.
So after that, we actually go back to Feisty. So this guy's just chatting with you. What's your plan from here?
Listen, I know you understand the situation at hand with my friend Barry and the ex-wife, but he's been knocked unconscious in a battle for alimony.
Wait,
She doesn't have a leg.
wait. Your buddy. Was
Was he the guy that got with the king? Because that's been kind of circling around a little bit, and I wasn't sure if that was a real thing. Did you get with the king?
I mean, just because he has a thing for lizards doesn't mean that he's into that lizard.
Okay, well, I'll keep that on the DL, man.
Well, he was injured in a battle for alimony. She doesn't have a leg. I had to give up my passion because of all the laws twisting and turning around all over the place and causing all kinds of things. And I gave up that passion. I have not wielded the fist. Could you possibly help us? We are in dire straits. I think you can see that just as a brother-to-brother thing.
Alright, man. I like you. I'll let you use that Tiger fist. But you gotta be careful, okay? I just moved here. I can get out of here. Y'all seem like nice people. You do it. I didn't see it happen. And he just kind of turns around and he's like, he gets out his phone. Check Facebook.
And then Emil just uses it on him.
Wait! Not on me!
I do have unarmed strike.
Sure. So you're gonna use your special move, Tiger Fist. Where are you using it? What's your plan for this Tiger
Which
Fist?
guard should I use it on is the question, actually.
Which Brenda should
I thought Brenda took a little bit of the brunt, but... Well, the thing is that you're practically dead, and she doesn't have a beef with us, so I don't think she's really a threat at this point.
We've been friends for like 2 hours, but...
She stabbed him, so...
At best, Brenda is just jumping up and down on your chest right now while you're laying there bleeding.
Yeah. And everyone's like, that's not out here either. You can't do that.
Okay, it's probably not Brenda, but...
Are you just gonna target like one of the guards then?
Yeah, I'll target a guard.
Okay. Which guard are you targeting?
Oh, jeez.
There's one that's
we have
down.
one that ran away.
That one's gone. You got one down. One that's
not
just recently stabbed Methanthor.
Yeah.
And then
the one that was talking to me.
Yeah, and they've turned around. So really, just those two.
Yeah. All right. The one that just stabbed Methanthor then.
All right. So you're already standing next to him. So it's your special move. I'm gonna let you roll advantage on this attack roll. So roll 2 d20s and take the higher result.
Okay. 16.
And then the most important part, please show us what the Tiger Fist looks like. I'm assuming that this is your special move. It's been outlawed since 1634.
Stand up.
2 years.
Stand up. Stand up.
So you're like drawing. I'm assuming this is like some sort of Goku thing.
Yeah, he's got some Kamehameha here.
Like you're like gathering energy and the ground starts to shift.
And it like jaws and then like it's biting down.
So from what I understand, you grab a chunk of them, you rip a chunk of them out,
and then punch them with it.
Force it back in.
Eat your own body. All right. So you take out a big chunk of this. Like he's just recently stabbed Methanthor. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm really freaked out. I'm gonna make this work. And all of a sudden, a chunk of him is just missing. He looks down and like you took most of the spine, so like he just kind of starts to like lean over. He's like, oh god, that's bad. And then he just kind of like flops over onto the ground. He's very dead.
A fist goes through.
That also had a
with his
+5 as well. I didn't factor that in actually.
I'm not even gonna make you roll damage because that's a Tiger Fist, man. We all know. We all saw it.
We all
saw it. That's a legend. You don't gotta roll no damage.
I scream, thanks, face the key. I guess if I'm shouting all of it, it doesn't matter.
I gurgle slightly.
So the Tiger Fist saved the day, but you guys are in a lot of pain. And you don't have a leg.
So that's going on. That was. Jesus Christ. Next up is Brenda.
Okay.
So
she got hungry, so she started eating.
So Brenda's already knocked you out. So
Yeah.
she slowly stands up and she goes, "Oh, you're next, sweetheart."
Oh boy.
So she runs over and she's going to take a swing at you.
Waddle.
12 to hit. What's your AC?
14.
Okay. So she comes up and she goes for you, but she's still a little wobbly from like standing up off of berries, so she actually kind of misses you. Then next up is you.
So she's near me now.
She's near you.
Then I will take a swing at her, and I have like 2 weapon fighting, so does that mean that I roll 2 dice?
Yeah, you can use a short sword and a dagger at
Yep,
once.
I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
So do I just roll 2?
Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Instead of figuring out all the specific rules. 2 and a 5.
Well, this is gonna go well.
So you're like, Brenda, it's on! You kind of do like this, like you're close, but you can't quite hit. You got like a dagger. And
I have short arms!
You're halfling. You're halfling, so it works out.
A halfling with a broken leg.
Josh,
Yes.
death saving throw.
Die. Just die.
13?
No success. Then next up, we're gonna go to Mathanthor.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna take a point blank shot in this or no? Did that die in Pathfinder?
We can
Okay.
do whatever you want.
All right. I'm gonna my bow's out. I'm gonna take a shot at the guy that just stabbed me.
This is like 2 kindergartners fighting.
Well, except one's a mono lizard.
Yeah, except that one's a gigantic lizard woman.
You're close enough that I'm just gonna. You like went to shoot him,
Okay.
and you have him in your sights, but you're bad. You're
Right.
really bad. So
I'm
just
pretty
and
Yeah.
you go.
Punch him in the face?
You just hit him with the bow.
Okay.
So you do like 1 damage.
Okay.
Just because you're real frustrated.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed.
So. Josh lands out.
God damn it.
All right, then we come back up to the enemies, and the guard that's in front of you, you're pretty sure that he's dead.
Okay,
He ain't
cool.
doing so hot. The guard that was chilling by you, he heard that the
Who's the
Tiger
darn
Fist happened, so he's like starting to walk off a bit. The guy that's next to you, he says, man, I gotta call in for reinforcements because there's so much other stuff going down. So he starts to like back away. He's going to get out of here. That's everybody.
Do you still
Everyone else
have
is dead.
healing stuff?
I used my med
she's
kit on
coming
her.
out.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over to Faceski. Your turn. The guy has turned. You've done the Tiger Fist. There's a guard bleeding out. The other guard has run away. All that's really left now is Brenda, who is
the
trying
final
to-
boss?
Yeah, who is trying to take out
final
people.
boss.
The
Brenda
final
is
boss
the final
of this campaign.
Okay. I guess I have nothing to do but unleash the fists at this point because I can't heal. I used up my med kit.
All right, so you're gonna try and use the Tiger Fist one more time.
Yeah.
How's that gonna
Alright,
work on
see if I can
her?
master
Sure.
this.
I'm gonna because you just used it. You got like a cooldown. You have to do disadvantage. You gotta roll 2 and take the lowest result. To do this Tiger Fist on Brenda.
I'm out of practice.
Been a while. It's been that long.
I got an 11, and then a +5 to that. That's, yeah.
He's the master.
Yeah, you got that Tiger Fist down. All right, give us one more quick Tiger Fist. I have animation set to on in Pokemon, so you gotta
Clips ready.
Get your clips ready.
Clips ready, chat.
Spirit Bomb.
Brenda, you have desecrated your last ex-husband.
Yeah, she got a list. So, Brenda, you attack Brenda. You can tell that you've done some damage. You caught her off guard a little bit, but she still kind of like is blocking your Tiger Fist. She's taking some damage. It hurts her arm. She goes.
She has like the gold bracelet
She
on
said,
her.
"I've had it. I've had it with you. I've had it with all of you." And she starts to go screaming. You can feel the ground shaking. The buildings surrounding are crumbling. She goes, "Alimony!" As this is happening, we have a new plot point.
Oh no.
Oh my
$250
God.
from Das Rambo. Brock comes out of nowhere and reveals he's Brenda's new husband and joins the fight.
Oh my
The
god.
dragon that just happened.
Oh my god.
They just got married.
So I'm gonna alter this. I'm gonna alter this a little bit. He's not gonna so much join the fight. So Brenda's like freaking out. You guys are super scared. Everything is looking very grim, and all of a sudden, Brock comes in, swoops down, woof, woof. Would either of you like to?
Yes.
Sure.
What do I have
She-
to...
Interpret.
You interpret.
Okay. Do I not just get it because I speak it, or do I have to?
No, you
No, yeah,
tell
just
us
just
you
Oh.
get to tell everyone
what's he saying?
what Brenda says.
Do I?
Brock.
yeah.
Or yeah, what Brock is saying.
What Brock
Right.
is saying.
Brenda apparently speaks common and is a lizard.
Brock just said, "Hey, husbando, you cute though."
Brenda, who's been kind of charging up, lets it die down. Says, "I need a man, and I'm in that way." So she extends her claws. About this time, I'm just gonna say you kind of come to, so you're standing up, and you've been out a little bit.
Okay.
So you're like, what's going on?
You look at this and you're like, no.
I think I can't do any actions. Right? Can I try something? Or
Sure.
I don't want to be out of turn. Okay, so dragons are my favorite enemy. So I have. You have significant experience studying, tracking, hunting, and even talking to dragons.
Maybe you can play a little matchmaker.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna anti-matchmaker.
Well, basically,
Just get them to fight and
Yeah.
we can just get the
Yeah,
heck
I want
out
them
of
to fight so we can get out.
I was gonna say, based on time, we'll take it in a different direction.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So Brock comes in, their eyes meet, and you can speak Draconian and kind of be like, "Yeah, man,
Yeah, get
she's into you." And Brenda decides, I need a man. We're gonna make this work.
I need a man right now.
She goes, "Carry me away, Steve." So Steve, who is a baby dragon, grabs onto her shoulders, and he can't pick her up, so he's just dragging her shins through the street.
Oh my god!
And she goes, "I'm so turned on right now!" And they make their
It's a
way.
beautiful picture.
They make their way out. Everyone in the city's like, "All right, we don't know what's going on, but y'all just get the hell out the city. You're never welcome back in Colosseum."
And as Steve drags her off, he goes, "I will drag you on and on."
Oh no. Critical.
The dragon appreciates that. Because he's got funds. That's it.
Yep. Woo! That's our D&D campaign.
Trying to stop on time.
Dude,
so.
thank you, Steven. You were a great DM.
You are amazing!
Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And special shout out to Tom, because Tom actually went through all the donations.
Yeah.
How many were there?
There were a ton,
And also,
man.
shout
I
out
lost
to,
count.
Shout out to those of you who gave us these amazing plot
Yeah.
points.
Yes.
Like,
You're so creative.
this is the start of the plot points, and it goes all the way
Oh
down.
my god. So yeah, special thanks to everyone here for playing and doing everything, and special thanks to you guys for donating such amazing stuff.
Thank you for...
Where are we at on totals now, MC?
21,271.
Oh my god!
That's amazing.
Awesome. All right.
Send us off with a cowbell solo.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer. We are doing a quick donation incentive for this while we set up. We need to actually figure out who the characters are going to be for the two-player race. We've got written down to 10. Whoever donates $50 and says these characters, that is what the characters we're going to be playing as. We can take 2 of these, keep in mind. Cactar, Cerno, Mouse Cursor, Kirby, Luigi, Pikachu, a soda can, Sonic the Hedgehog, Twilight Princess Zelda, Zero Suit Samus, and honestly, if you don't care, just donate $50 and say random, and we'll just pick one. We'll see you guys in a bit. We're setting up for the next one.